Do you have any idea how important it is to follow the pack rules? His voice was cold and low, and Yun gulped under his gaze. She continuously played with the hem of her shirt, nervously standing in his cabin. She's getting scolded again by her behavior, nothing new. She's tired of his lectures anyway. Since he became Alpha, he really loves to scold everyone giving orders. I am sorry, Alpha, I didn't mean to. Silence. His one word sent shivered down her spine and she immediately fell silent, her eyes fixed on the floor. Jungkook leaned back in his chair, his piercing gaze bored into Yun, making her feel smaller. There are some rules in this pack for a reason. If you don't follow them, I will throw you out. Yun nodded, but cursing him inside her head. He always caught her when she is trying to sneak out with her best friend, and they spent a lot of time together. You will be disciplined for your actions. I hope this serves a lesson for you and for the others in the back. Yun nodded again. She just wanted to escape from here. He always called her sometimes with look he did on purpose. Leave now. He immediately took a deep sigh as she turned around, ready to run away from his cabin and praying that she never come here again. How the hell does he manage to make this cold face all the time? Ian was standing on a small, snow-covered peak staring at the breathtaking sight in front of her. The area was covered with snow. It's winter season and this is the place she's too familiar with. She was waiting for her best friend to show. They usually spend time together after they complete their pack duties, and his father and the alpha is strict, so he might be caught up with his pack duties today. Her power deepened as she stared at the catbird. As the more time they spent, she decided to wait a little more. As an Omega, she was now old enough to understand the responsibility they both have. Where is he? Boo! Startled by the voice, she blinked and lost her balance, landing on her butt in the snow. She winced but was too annoyed to pay much attention to the discomfort. Instead, she turned her attention to the source of voice. And there he was, her best friend, grinning like a mischievous bull instead of offering her a helping hand. They had seriously, I'm gonna kill you today. Rose Panda, angry, and glared at him as she stood up on her own, brushing the snow off her clothes. Don't call me Panda. Taehyung grinned. Why didn't he loves to tease her? Oh, come on. You are the fluffiest, most huggable panda I know. In cross her arms, a mock scowl on her face, and you are the most annoying wolf I know. Taehyung chuckled as he placed his arms around her shoulder, pinching her cheek. But deep down, I know you love having me around. He said, and Yun rolled her eyes. You wish? What took you so long? You know the duties and often need me everywhere, so it sometimes becomes difficult for me to come here, right? She can understand him, but I'm excited too about I'm going to turn 18 in a week and I'll finally find my mate. He said excitedly and his smile faltered slightly to settle down on the cold snow. What's so good about having a mate? She don't really like the concept of mate. A person you don't know will become your mate. Mate is a missing part of your soul that they understood you in a way no one else can, and they never feel alone having them around. It's fun and so romantic. I can't wait to find mine. What if you don't like your mate? That's impossible. Ian groaned as she put her hand on her face and Taehyung smacked her head, making her wince. What happened to you? Nothing. Why are you so moody? Nothing. Taehyung poked her waist with her fingers, making her more annoyed as she looked at him. Come on, let's go eat something. I am hungry. I'm not in the mood for hunting. Then we can go eat at your home. How about that? No. But before she could respond, the Taehyung swiftly lifted her on his shoulder, making her welcome surprise. They have put me down. Shut up. You know, continue to whine, hitting his back. Put me down. Stop moving or I will throw you. He growled, his grip tightening on her hands, and Yuna stopped struggling. He made his way to her home, still carrying her all the way. How many times I told you to stay out for so long? I was telling her the same thing, but she was being stubborn. He said, placing him down, and she slapped him on his chest, glaring at him because he was obviously lying. You are such a good friend, always looking out for my stubborn daughter. Of course, someone had to keep her out of the trouble, he said with a boxy smile, and her mother ruffled his hair. She nodded him well and had always treated me like her son. He rolled her eyes, sticking her tongue out. Taehyung made a weird face, look at her mother, turned around and started preparing some hot food for the two hungry wolves. He was hiding behind the wall trying to get attention, but he was busy talking with Alpha sister Jane, maybe some new orders or something. She is not really allowed here since it's place for the meeting, but she sneaked in. She was trying to get his attention, but he was too busy. This boy, she rolled her eyes, but What are you doing here? Her heart skipped a beat and she swallowed hard. She recognized the voice immediately and she knew he caught him once again. God, by him, please save me this time, please. She mentally cried slowly. She turned to face the source of voice and her meeting eyes with the alpha. I was just passing by. She cursed herself. It looked like a question, and she's not good liar. And seeing Jungkook's expression harder, she caught her lie. Tell me the truth. Were you spying here? What? No, I was looking for Taehyung. Jenko clenched his teeth, his eyes narrowed as he could feel her heartbeat rising, and the way she gulped took a step closer to her, making her more nervous, and it worked. You love to get in trouble, always, Omega. Yoon shook her head, instantly trying to deny it. I don't get in trouble, you come like a monster everywhere. She didn't said her thoughts aloud. No, I swear Taehyung was there, I had some work. Her was chilled when he placed his finger on her lips, and that was enough for her poor heart, who was ready to jump out. He will kill her one day with his friends. Go back, your best friend, have to work. But do I need to repeat my words? You look up at him. He was looking at her with his raised eyebrow, and you both stared at each other for a second before she averted her gaze, looking down again. Okay, she said simply as she couldn't stand there any longer. The closeness was making it difficult for her to breathe. As Jungkook stepped aside and watched as she made her way out of the Two wolves raced through the snow-covered deep forest, both of them trying to reach for the first line. Taehyung wolf was faster and powerful than her, and she knew she had no chance against him, but she still tried her best. But Taehyung reached the marked tree first. He turned around and saw the white wolf racing towards him. Her speed slowed down, and she reached him. He howled in victory, and she nudged him. Taehyung couldn't help but smile, imagining her human form, probably pouting, and he found it endearing. He nuzzled his face against her fur and gently nipped at his hair. They both shifted back into their wolf form, quickly changing to their claws before sitting down together in the snow. I almost won today, he chuckled, shaking his head. You're never gonna win against me, Panda. You raise her eyebrow. I will, and you will see. His eyes sparkled, leaned closer to her. Oh, I will, looking forward to that day. She smacked the snowball she had concealed in her hand right into his face, catching him off guard. Snow scattered all in the direction, leaving him momentarily stunned. Yeah, he sputtered, wiping now from his face, and glared at her as she began making the snowball, and he had run away. But it hit on her back. She laughed now, making the bigger snowball and aimed it towards Taehyung, laughing at it, and it hit him on the right on his left thigh. Come back, you. Come back here, you little. You ran for her life, knowing that he won't spare her this time. She was in trouble. Taehyung not the one to back down. He shifted into his wolf form. With a growl, she let out a squeal as he tackled her on the snow ground, pinning her beneath him. That's not fair, she whined, trying to escape his grasp, but Taehyung had other plans. Instead, he started to lick her face, evoking laughter and disgust from her. Ew, stop there. Stop, ew. She could almost imagine him smacking in his human form because he always had the upper hand. You do, that's enough. Go back to your houses. They both heard the growl and Taehyung jumped from there. Immediately, Yin sat up, brushing the snow off her clothes. As her eyes met with a pair of burning red eyes, she knew all too well whom those eyes belonged to. Alpha Jungkook, he's here again. Alpha Jungkook's presence was intimidating, and demeanor was cold as rude as ever. His eyes was burning in both of them, and it shivered down her spine as how much authority and dominance he held. Taehyung shifted back in his human form, his expression serious. Sorry, Alpha, we didn't mean to cause any trouble. Taehyung's gaze shifted between his expression unreadable. He was known for being strong, cold leader, and he took his role as Alpha very seriously. You both should know better than to behave recklessly. The back safety comes first. You look not able to make eye contact for longer as he is staring directly in her direction. You understand me. It won't happen again. It won't happen again. Yeah, see that it doesn't. With one last glare, he went away from there. Yin stood frozen in her place, but both he doing it, and does he always seems angry. You okay, Panda? Yeah, I'm okay. And don't call me Panda, you annoying monkey. Fine, let's go back before he come back. I know he always wear like this and show his anger. Yeah, it's kind of weird. It's like he always finds us a reason to scold us. Inside, remembering the red eyes, I guess we will never know what's going inside his head. She looks back, but her heart skips a beat when her eyes met again with his. She gulped and quickly looked away. He had this effect on her, and every time they made eye contact, it makes it difficult for her to even function properly under his gaze. Why do you look so angry today? Jungkook dropped himself on the couch, massaging his temple with frustration. It's nothing, just tired. Is it Yun again? Of course it is. Why don't you just go and tell her that she is your mate? Uncle looked at his sister and closed his eyes, deep sigh escaping his lips. The flashback of the hate and Yun come back to haunt him, making him groan inwardly. I'm waiting for the right time to rebuild it. Let her turn 18 first. And what if she fell in love with the Hengtan? Then why don't you tell your mate that stay away from my Jin suddenly grew quiet at her brother's raised voice. Why are you quiet now? Tell Jin you are his mate, so he will stay away from my Yun. His voice was possessive and strong, making Jin fiddle with her fingers. His birthday is next week, so he will get to know he's my mate. Exactly, that's what I'm waiting for too, Jane. Yun will turn 18 next month too. I waited for her almost 4 years and I can wait a little bit longer. Jane nodded, knowing that when it come to his mate, he don't sit quiet. He was quite patient and he already cleared that he don't want to burden her with lunar duties. He was very considerate about her because he is 22 already and Yun was small. That's why he gave her time to live her life and not to bound by pack duties. Omega, Yun snatched at a sudden voice and turned to look at Jungkook, who was staring at her with confused expression. Yes? Shouldn't you be at your home right now? Yeah, I just finished my training, so I was going. Oh, Jungkook said as he removed his jacket, giving it to her. No, Alpha, you don't have to. You will catch for Yun. And froze for a moment from when he started caring for her. He wrapped the jacket around her shoulder and Yun bit her lips nervously. Her heart raced as she felt the warmth of his jacket and the unmistakable scent of the Alpha enveloping her. Thank you, she slowly murmured as he nodded and walked away from there, leaving Yun with his jacket. His scent was strong yet strangely comforting. She can't help it the way he made her feel things. Sometimes it's all straightness. Yes, there is something in it which attracted her towards him. Jungkook's expression was cold as he watched his mate interact with other wolves at the birthday party. She looked as beautiful as ever, seeing her so happy surrounded by friends and pack members. He all felt so much emotions. He knew he's strict on her, but he hated his wolf height. how she's close to her best friend. He's here waiting for her patiently. His wolf was restless, yearning to close to her to claim her as his mate. Shouldn't you be with your mate right now? I don't feel like it. Jungkook raised his eyebrows, she sat beside her. You're weird. Weren't you waiting for this moment for the past 3 months? I was, but it is not as exciting as I thought it would be. Her tone was laced with bitterness, and Jungkook studied her sister's expression. What's bothering you, Jane? You should be thrilled you're finally going to bond with your mate. Thrilled? Maybe, but I'm not. But did something happen? Did they hint something? That's the problem. He didn't say anything. He didn't try to even look for his real mate because he was crying for another girl. Jane stopped as the tears started to fall from her sister's eyes. It did hurt itching, and his heart was heavy to see her sister like this. Jane, are you sure? Do you really love him? I saw it with my own eyes. His heart belongs to her. I've seen it in his eyes, the way he looks at her, the way he cares for her. It's been tearing me apart. I want him to be my mate, but he wants someone else, and there's nothing I can do about it. Jungkook's expression softened as he watched her sister's tears flow. He moved closer to her, kissing her head softly. I'm sorry, it's not your fault, but I don't know how long I'll have to wait for him. He will realize it. You two are fated to be together, and I'm sure he will realize it soon. She nodded, wiping her tears. We passed. As the day Jungkook was waiting for eternity finally arrived, are we going to finally claim our mate? Jungkook Wolf was happy as he himself was, smiling brightly. Yes, finally she will be ours. Jungkook made his way where the party was held as he was staring at her from afar. Go to her, what are you waiting for? She will come to us, wait a bit more. I can't wait more. Wait a little more. She's right there. She's ours. Patience, my friend. He looked like a grape was waiting for his prey, but his wolf can't hide the excitement the bond her scent is making, driving him crazy. Jim was looking around. She will find her mate. What if she don't have any mate? She was nervous. Who will be her mate? Feeling someone eyes on her, she looked around and her eyes locked with the figure. It was dark, but the figure walked away from them. Go behind him, her wolf said. No, but he will attack us. He will not. He's our mate. Her wolf said, and Yuna's widened, almost wanting to run towards the figure.